up. My dad comes barging in the door. He's like, Adam, you want to play a show today? And I'm like, okay, all right, let's go. So I went and hopped in the shower. My dad loaded up all the drums, and I went and set up the drums and played a show for them. Like,
wow,
immediately.
And you were great.
It was a lot of fun.
Do you know the songs, or were you just kind of like?
Well, I mean, they were classic rock songs.
Okay.
So I mean, I knew them, but I never played them before. Well, I mean,
are you kidding? So really, okay.
No, I mean, most of them.
No, that was, you did fabulous. And by the way, I had never played with them before either. So
awesome. Well, that was a lot of fun though.
I was invited at the last minute. It was a Harley Davidson show, so we had a blast. And and you were fantastic.
Thank you very much. You did awesome. When I had I was playing with you, and I was like, dude, this chick rocks. God, this is awesome.
Well, it's I have a record label, Play Like a Girl Records.
Yeah, my mom was telling me about that just recently.
We call it's an attitude, not a gender. So you played like a girl that day extraordinarily well.
Sweet, dude, I love playing like a girl.
Don't you always play like a girl, Adam?
Not everybody can play like a girl.
Dude, not everyone can play like a girl.
He's just born that way. He's special.
You are just born that way. Yeah, a lot of fire in you.
Yes.
Not afraid of anything.
No, I try not to be.
No,
I try not to be.
Yeah.
Also,
except for the dark, spiders, heights, cute girls.
Knitting.
Knitting needles.
Wow.
Knitting. I'll stab myself.
Also on the phone today, calling in, we have Mr. Lynn Sorensen.
Sorensen.
I was real close.
Lynn's here in Los Angeles. And that's one of the reasons why we're setting all this up. Is he's here rehearsing with the band Heaven and Earth, going out on tour, and. And I think they're hooking him up right now in my headphones. I'm hearing bits and pieces of him.
I can hear him.
And technology, I love that.
Yeah.
And he is formerly from Paul Rogers. Oh, there he is. I was introducing you.
How you doing?
I'm not done yet, but that's
my goodness.
don't they always say that to you? I'm not done yet. But I was Sorry. I'm with a youth group here, so I should behave myself.
Excuse me, I'm 18.
Oh, that's right. But 15. See, I got
these youngins.
Just a warning, Lynn.
Hey,
you got a 15-year-old.
Hey, I'm 16 today, so
God, that's right.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Lauren.
You're in a birthday room with a 16-year-old. What did you get for your birthday?
Garrett made me this lovely.
Yeah, you got Fun Dips.
I got Fun Dip. I got M&Ms. I have Ring Pops.
And she's got that awesome orange cream soda that I want.
Orange cream soda that Adam's fighting me over. A Rocky Road. I got a bunch of stuff because Garrett's Garrett's on the ball.
No kidding.
And you're not getting my orange cream soda, Adam.
And you can eat that at any age, really.
I know, really. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fun Dip's available for everybody.
I think so.
Exactly.
I think it should be out there. Let's go back to Lynn, though, because I know he's got a busy schedule.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So do you want to start with Lynn?
Can we?
Awesome. Hey.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Lynn, you're talking to Adam right now.
I'm good. I'm down here in sunny Southern California too.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's where we're at.
He was supposed to come in with me today, but like I said, he's
last minute
rehearsing with this great band.
You got to go be a big rock star today.
He is a rock star. He's one of the true ones.
Yeah,
but he's a sweetheart.
In my own mind, anyway.
Hey, that's where we all live.
That's what really counts, doesn't it?
That's where it starts.
That's where it starts.
That's right.
And that's where it ends too, right, Lynn?
So,
yes.
So, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Lynn he's a bassist for a lot of bands, famously in the band for Bad Company and with Mr. Paul Rogers, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's just, from coming from a kid who grew up with classic rock.
Oh,
yeah,
Ronnie.
and Ronnie Lee. And Ronnie Lee.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't really make it until then, but that's okay. It takes a village. Tell us, Lynn, really, if you would be really quick, to tell us about what Heaven and Earth is and who's in that band and like what's the deal with that thing.
Oh,
tell us about that project.
Yeah, it's Stuart Smith who's had the band for some time, but they got a new record out. It's doing very well in Europe. A record called Big. And they're well financed, and they're out of here. Stuart was a guitar player in Sweets, and then on drums we got Jackie Barnes. He's an Australian. He's the son of rock star Jimmy Barnes out of Australia, and then Jill Ray on vocals, great vocalist. And so I'm down here at Third Encore rehearsing with them, and we're going to hit the road into Europe in the end of this month. 22nd, we're going out to London, and we'll be playing all points in Europe.
Awesome.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
I think Lynn's bringing gifts back for everyone as
Oh,
well.
dude,
So-
hook me up with something.
For
That'd be
everyone,
awesome.
for
Very
everybody.
jealous.
So
Bring
we'll
us back
send you
some-
sizes and all that thing.
Well, we want some London candy for the youth here.
Yeah.
They're into the London fun dips.
The fun
Yeah.
dips.
Oh, that's from London?
Or
That sounds amazing.
It also
I know,
it also
right?
says gullible on the ceiling. As he looks up.
that is
Sounds
So,
so
beautiful.
awesome.
Bring
Lynn,
us some Kinder Eggs.
how long have you been playing bass, my friend?
Oh,
Oh, geez. Since Christ was a corporal, I think. Long time. Long time. Probably, I don't know, 35 years maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you pick
I
up the bass
started
first?
playing violin when I was.
Just about to
I
ask
started playing
that.
violin when I was 9,
Oh, really?
and I still do play violin quite a bit. I play violin with Ronnie in a couple of
yeah,
songs.
he plays electric
Electric violin.
violin. It's like
Electric
a rock-
violin is
it's
beautiful.
rockin'.
It's
Have you heard of what's his Tom Savell from Superior Olive? Maybe.
Oh yeah,
You have?
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
awesome! Another guy.
Yes, I have.
I'm pretty good friends with that guy. And they do
Well-
an amazing cover of War Pigs, by Ozzy.
Right,
or no,
right,
is it Black
yeah.
Sabbath? No, it's Ozzy.
It's Black Sabbath.
Black
Oh,
Sabbath.
Yeah.
just kidding. Black Sabbath. But they do a cover on that when
Yes.
he's playing violin, and I'm like, wow, that's so awesome.
And I love how it's actually making a
Yeah.
lot of people are picking it up now, even making it more modern. There's a girl named Lindsay Sterling who is fantastic. Listening to, I think that's such a cool instrument. Like violin, it's in its early stages is super painful. My brother wanted to learn violin for next year because he's joining an orchestra. I'm like, nope, sorry, I don't want to listen to you
It's painful
practice.
both for the player and the listener.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And so he decided on cello, but once you get it and once you know what you're doing, it's
It's
a very
beautiful.
beautiful instrument. Once you can, if you transfer it to electric,
Well,
it's even
it's
better.
an extremely difficult instrument to learn how to play. My first lesson when I was 9, there was 20 of us screeching and scratching on
Yep.
the violin, and then my teacher was Miss Stewart. I only had her for one lesson because she's wearing these big furry earmuffs. And we were apparently with a class that broke her back because halfway through it she fell into the corner mumbling nonsense and shivering.
That
She had a
is
complete nervous breakdown.
Oh my gosh.
that is amazing, my friend. If you can do that to a teacher just by
Yeah, that
playing
was my
violin,
first foray into music right there.
Lynn
so,
does that.
yeah.
to
I'm glad you
people
weren't
It got better
discouraged.
after that.
I'm glad
He
you weren't
gives people
discouraged
mental
by that.
breakdowns just by playing violin. Got it. This
Well-
time because it's so amazing that they just can't comprehend what's happening.
Exactly. Well, so when Lynn plays with me, he has his bass strapped on and his violin, so he's actually playing them
Wow.
literally a lot of times at the same time. He'll pick up the bass and play it just with his left hand, and I don't know how he
No
does
big
it.
Oh
deal.
my
I mean, it's
God.
no big deal. I can just play 4 instruments.
We do a
at the
couple of
same time.
covers, and we do some stylized covers, and we love doing them because, let's face it, after I've played as long as he has, so we just you play
Yeah,
covers,
exactly.
but you start playing them when you're an original artist, mostly kind of how you do them. Like we do a Michael Jackson song because we had Jennifer Batten joined us for a few shows, if you know her from the Michael Jackson band, and so we had to learn that, and we kept one of the songs, Dirty Diana, and we do a whole, Lynn does a whole violin thing in there, and actually if you YouTube it, Ronnie Lee Group, Dirty Diana, it's there with Jennifer and the live shows that we've done, so, and so I like to, it is, I'm a solo artist, but I have a core group of really important guys, and Lynn has been in the studio with me. We've recorded everything together. He does significant amount of the arrangements on my music. We're playing this Thursday together at the Malibu Inn in Malibu, which most people know where it is, and unfortunately I apparently don't because I put the wrong venue on the poster because I'm not that good at that sort of thing. And I'm changing that today. I sent Andrea a little note, Lynn, say, please, oh my God, somebody send me. That's not where you're playing, right? Oh, no, I didn't know that. But yeah, Malibu, I just figured that's small town, you can find it.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Lynn and I and another.
Ronnie,
Mhm.
Ronnie is an amazing performer. She's a little, she's a firecracker, and she really takes it to the people. I fell in love with her playing right off the bat. She's such a dynamic
Aw.
performer and such a singer, and she's either playing guitar, jumping around, screaming and yelling at the people, singing her rump off.
That is
Never-
the only way to
Never
perform.
stands,
Yeah.
kind of like a female Steve Marriott almost. I would compare her to, back in the day.
Wow.
She's
Thank you.
it's I love playing with her.
Are we
Just
recording
fabulous.
this? Because
This is
I
recorded.
want to take this home with me. I have such an
Yeah.
esteem for Lynn and for Jeff that, every time I play with him, I kind of look around and pinch myself a little bit and go, wow.
Wow, this is legit. This is
I
real.
I hope they never come off of whatever they're drinking because this is no, they're
Yeah.
great. They're totally professional. You can be young and you can be experienced, and there's a professionalism that is kind of, I don't know if you can learn it, because I know people that have played as long as Lynn and I, and they're not
Yeah.
pros, or they don't act like pros to me. I ran into
Yeah.
some of them very recently, and they're not appreciative.
It's all about being humble.
They lack a humility, and most of the time, the better you are, most of the time, not every time, because nothing is forever, you get a humbleness because you become thankful for what you have and for what other people. And Lynn's one of those guys to me. So thank you, Lynn, for playing with me. Appreciate it.
Well, I have a question
thank you,
for
Roni.
No,
Hey, I got to get
I'm
back to
gonna cry.
rehearsal. They're
Oh my gosh,
they're
they're
back in.
gonna
I gotta
dock
get
his
back in and
pay.
play. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you
Yes.
probably tonight, then.
See you tonight.
Thank
We're-
you so much
Awesome.
for
Thank
calling
you very
in.
much for
Thank
calling
you.
in.
Thank you, sweetie.
Well, a question I have for you
Sure.
is, did you come from a musical household, or how did you really get introduced to
No,
music?
my grandfather gave me an accordion,
Wow.
and that if
wow.
that doesn't scare you away from
Okay,
music.
cool thing. There's a new artist out. They're called Congo.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard the new song "Come With Me" now?
No, I haven't.
I heard
It
them live.
uses rock and roll accordion.
I saw them live, and they played
is
it, and
awesome.
it was fantastic.
Now, the irony of life is this. I actually married one of the best accordionists probably in the world.
Wow.
He played for Pavarotti and all kinds of guys. He does a lot of klezmer and Zydeco and all kinds of, he's a really, actually very fabulous accordionist. But, I think that you should just leave it to the experts. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
On accordion. And so that started me. And actually, nobody in my family really plays. I'm
Yeah,
the only one that.
interesting.
But I kept going, and my grandparents
it.
raised me, and they just kept giving me.
We
I
have a
played
caller.
drums.
we have a caller.
We have a caller.
Wow. Okay.
See, you're gonna find that my people call. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
These are my people. They have phones, usually
Hey.
attached to a landline.
You're on with the Music Project, talking to Ronnie Lee.
Hello, this is Scott in Seattle.
Oh, hi, Scott in Seattle.
Hello.
I know you very well, Scott.
And I'm supposed to have a question.
Well, who Scott is great. He helps me a lot when we go up to this. I play in Seattle quite a bit because obviously the boys. So Scott's been supportive and great. He's helped me with cars and equipment and T-shirts and schlepping drums, and shows up at most of the shows. So thank you, Scott, for hanging in there with me. Do you have any questions about what we're doing down here, Scott?
Well, I see you do have quite a few shows planned, and that's pretty interesting. And is one of the people in the room a drummer that sat in with you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
Awesome.
how did you know that?
Yeah.
See, he does keep up with things.
His mom couldn't keep a secret.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
No, we actually, in the beginning of the show here, we were talking a little bit about Adam. Adam and I met because we were missing a drummer at a show fairly recently, and he said, "Sure, I'll do this." And of course, we looked around and we made the mistake that a lot of people do. You're kind of young for this music, Sonny. And he was
I know them
fabulous.
all.
He knows them all.
I grew up with that stuff. That's where.
And see,
my
my kids are
home
like that
is.
too. You find my Led Zeppelin on my kids' iPhones, and you'll find, Aerosmith.
I
for
have
sure.
the entire discography of Pink Floyd on my.
Oh my gosh!
On my.
Really?
Same here.
It's 85 songs.
Yep.
More.
Same.
No, more than that.
You know what I hear a lot of people say? Got a little Haley Hayes and all these people that are kind of followers, and I'm helping out through their label and everything. They say, I wish I was born in that time. I feel like I'm kind of a fish out of water. I'm born in the wrong time.
Yep.
I wish I would have been. What was it like to be in 1978? What was it like to be at the Whiskey with
See,
Aerosmith?
Yeah, that's.
Playing with the Ramones. Met all the Ramones.
Speaking
met
of which,
all them.
Aerosmith actually just did a surprise concert at the Whiskey a couple
I
weeks ago, and I
know.
saw it on Facebook. I was like,
Everybody said
I
to me,
would've
"Are you
gone."
going? Are you going?" I go, "Well, it's not exactly around the corner."
Yeah.
A lot of people, if you're not in Southern California, think everything's within driving distance.
Yeah,
and-
no.
It's not, but
Nope.
but it
Not
was
at
that
all,
would have
but-
been a cool show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even,
No, it's-
even bands like the Foo Fighters they start doing little pizza places
Yeah.
and posting on their Twitter. They're like, we're gonna be at this pizza place tonight, and they'll have it up for like 5 minutes and take it down, and they're just playing little tiny pizza places. I think that's so cool, just to like get back to your roots of just playing small places.
Well, that's the way music is going now, and I'll let Scott go, but Scott, I'll let you know that I'll be back up in Seattle the first week of September. So get ready, get ready to roll.
We are. I just wanted to mention for the folks that haven't seen Roni play that she's an amazing performer, and it sounds like some of you have. So that's part of what I'd want to say is back in the day is cool, but Roni is relevant right now today and really rocks. And I know a lot of people up here love her and down there. So thanks for letting me call in, and have a great show.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Scott.
Thank you.
Thanks for
It
that.
seems like everybody has got like a super good consensus of Roni is just the greatest performer around.
Well, I believe in performance. I believe that music has a lot of different facets to it. Some people are writers, some people are performers, some people are both. You know, it's open to everybody. But I think if you're going to perform, it falls upon you as your part of what your role is to create a performance and an atmosphere. And I'm a rock artist, so you know, I'm there to rock you.
Yeah.
Now some people are more
Yeah, just
And
like
that's fine, too.
singer-songwriter stuff.
And I have a couple ballads, but of course at the end it always rocks out. But, you know.
See, I mean, my philosophy with performing live is that
Mm-hmm.
people can listen to your music anytime. They're paying
Exactly.
$12 or however much they're paying
And we have another caller.
to
Oh wow.
Wow.
see you live. So give them a show.
Well, they're paying for an experience, whether
Yeah.
they're paying or not. It's up. If you can't have that experience on an iPad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm all about social media.
Yeah.
But don't miss out on live because you miss out on the live.
Exactly.
So let's take this guy.
Oh.
Hey, you're on with the Music Project talking to Roni Lee.
Who do we have?
Mom?
Oh. Okay. Well,
Dante
unless
and I are here.
unless there's something about you guys that we don't know, this is probably, or you, Lauren, because they wouldn't call you Mom.
Not me.
Adam.
This sounds
Or
like
Adam, yep.
this sounds like a very familiar little voice. My daughter Lauren
I like your name.
and my son. Yeah,
My name's Lauren too, so I think you have an amazing name.
That's right. And my son Dante. Are you there as well? Who else is there?
Yeah, Dante too.
How many of my children are on the phone? Let's put it that way. How many of my children have I mothered? So
There's two of us. Adam's not here.
Oh, okay. I do have 3 wonderful children. One is Adam.
Lauren and Adam.
One is Lauren. Sorry, I don't have Cameron. I
Aw.
missed out on that. I went Dante. I went the
No, that's
Italian.
really cool. I like
I went the
Dante.
Italian
Lauren,
direction.
Adam.
Lauren, Adam, and Dante. Yeah. Well, Lauren and Dante are on the phone. Yeah. They're in San Diego holding the fort down and feeding the cats.
Oh,
So
nice. We should kick it sometimes.
I know. Well, they might. I think Lauren will be at the show in Malibu this Thursday.
All right.
Awesome.
And so she'll be, helping me with the T-shirts. She actually plays bass for me. She's an awesome bass player. She's a violinist.
I'm a bassist too. Look at that.
Hello.
Dude, this is pretty awesome right now.
This is crazy.
I know.
I'm
And,
finding my twin over here. I don't play violin though. I'm not that cool.
Lauren and my son Dante is now a football star, but prior to that was a drummer, and I pushed drums on him. And
Wow, that
he-
is so weird.
is that weird?
Adam
I'm a
play
drummer,
drums or
too.
not?
I know. That's why I'm saying that. I'm kind of getting the tingles right now.
All right,
That's awesome.
youngins.
So what do you guys? Do you have any questions for your mother? Like when are you coming home, or what's for dinner, or anything like that?
Well, I was wondering when you were coming home so we know when to have the house clean.
Yeah,
I
when you
always-
gotta kick all the partiers out.
It's clean all the time, though. So
It's clean all the time. I can feel your nose growing. You know what they do to me is they text me when I'm on the road. Just wondering when you're coming home.
Dude, I do that to my mom all the time.
One time I texted back in about 10 minutes. And I got this pause. I think it might have been Adam that did that though, for just to say you guys. And because I thought, should I just leave it at that way and let him imagine the flurry that's going on in the house right now? Well, thanks for calling, you guys, and saying hi. I miss you. I've been gone. I was in Las Vegas this week,
Gotcha.
so they're missing Mama on Daddy's
I
Day.
know, we miss you.
Yeah, I know. I miss you too.
Yes.
Well, as soon as they are all
I
old
had to
enough.
give you a call.
Thank you, sweetheart. Well, happy Father's Day to you guys. And I don't know what that means, but it's a holiday. Go have some ice cream.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Right after you clean the house, go have ice cream.
We had little Italy.
Thank you guys for calling in.
Thank you
Thank
guys. So you see, that means you can have. I do have a full life. I've had kids and all that sort of thing. And I think that's what's great about being a musician is you know, when I was younger and the punk thing happened, and of course I was in the punk scene in LA, and I was on KROQ every Saturday. Punkorama was the theme song of KROQ every Sunday.
Was your song?
It was
Wow.
Venus and the Razor Blade song, yeah, Punkorama.
Yeah.
And I wrote "LA Is Burning," so "LA Is Burning" was
Well,
also a song that I wrote.
One that I really like, which you guys will find interesting. I just hit myself in the face. Ouch.
I did too.
There was a song you wrote called "I Just Want to Be" or "I Want to Be Where the Boys
I
Are,"
want to be where the boys are.
made famous by
Oh, the Runaways, right?
the Runaways with Joan Jett.
Yes. In
Wow.
fact, it was in their movie, and they
Which you were
recorded it.
again featured in, right?
Right, and it was also on their one of their albums. They recorded
Wow.
it, and you know the funny story about that song and how I got my job in Venus and the Razor Blades was half a block up the street. I was living in a really, even at the
Yeah,
time,
from here.
from here on
Yeah.
Gower. We're on Gower in Hollywood right now. So in case anybody doesn't know that, Gower is a very, very actually iconic street in Hollywood.
Yep.
And a lot of stuff has gone on this street. Most of it you guys are not even old enough to hear about, or never will be. And but I was living even then in a ratty hotel, and the cockroaches were bigger than me, and it was it was me and 3 other guitar players. I lived in the walk-in closet, and ironically, I'm actually staying with my girlfriend, who's a guitarist, who I was staying with at the time. It was her and I were rooming together back in the day. That's how long we've been friends. And it was right here on Gower, and Kim Fowley walked into the apartment and said, "I want to see you play guitar right now." You know, so I hooked up my Marshall and my Les Paul, and I played guitar, and I got the job.
Wow.
And then a few weeks later, he said, "You have to go home and write a song." So I wrote "I Want to Be Where the Boys Are," half a block from here, where we're sitting right now, on Gower.
Wow.
So
That's pretty cool.
Little did I know, 35 years ago, I'd be playing the song. I've re-recorded it a bunch of times. Other people have recorded it. Boy bands have recorded it. It's kind of a mantra because being a girl musician, Lauren, which I don't know if you've experienced this, but I just experienced it, by the way, in the last 72 hours. Disbelief that I play guitar.
Yep.
A sort of a look to me like, really? You know, and I'm surprised by it to this day.
Yeah, I mean,
it hasn't changed much.
It,
right?
it does happen a lot. I think. I mean, even in my band, I mean, I have times where I've been called Hitler because I've said, okay, we gotta be prepared, we gotta be focused, we gotta do this, and they're like, okay,
Right.
whatever you say, and then as soon as a guy says it, it's like, okay, yeah, we gotta be focused. I mean, it does happen, sadly, but I agree with you. Girls can do it just as well.
I have a sign that says, "I'm not really bossy. My ideas are just better than yours."
Exactly. That's how I feel about most things in life.
That's good.
So no, Cameron.
So, no.
Cameron and I are in a band, so he better be listening right now as I say this.
I'm like remembering rehearsals.
You know, and women just have we have different facets to our personality and everything. But, you know, as musicians, it kind of evens the playing field. And that's why with the record label that I have one I've never seen before. I have a co-op label. Anybody can be on my label.
Yeah.
What's a co-op label?
Exactly. It's basically where we all share information. You can use the record label. If you're in a there's certain things that you have to do to be an accomplished artist on the label, and you get your own page. You really don't even need a website when you're with the label. If you're what we call a budding artist, then we help you. We help you with how do you record? What does the music industry do? How does it work? And it's something that you actually kind of pay dues in, and it helps the other artists. But we don't say no to anybody.
Yeah.
And a lot of times for record play, you have to have a label. So I have an artist right now that's been nominated for the LA Music Awards on Thursday. She's on Play Like a Girl Records. And so we pitch her on social media. We have our Twitters and our Facebooks and our this and that and our full website. And so she's able to say, look, my name is Shyla Day. I'm on Play Like a Girl Records, and and we help her. We explain to her, well, what is Harry Fox Agency? What do they do for you? BMI versus ASCAP.
Yep.
How do I get who's the best person to do graphics for my EP? All these kinds of things that young artists need, and frankly, other artists need as well. So, we kind of want to be your stepping stone. We want to give you a place for you to share ideas. If you've got a great source of that, then you share that with the other artists. You don't have to share everything. You can share whatever you want. And that's why it's a cooperative label. We want to get to the point where we're actually funding some of our some more of our projects, but we think for the very, very minimal, I think it's like $20 a month, you can be on Play Like a Girl Records and then share all this kind of stuff. So I've never seen it before. We created it out of necessity because in a group of mostly female-based bands that just needed to have a common place and needed a label behind them, and it's pretty much skyrocketed, and I don't even run it anymore. It's run by some other great girls. So if you visit playlikeagirlrecords.com, you'll see all the information on that. But I run into it all the time. It's crazy. I even though I play with these great musicians, and where you would think you have a even playing field, it's not. Yeah. But it can be that way for somebody who's really young.
That happens. I was gonna see if I can relate to you guys a little bit, because being a young musician, like even you did it to me.
I did. I was going to say that. Yeah. I did it to you, being young, and so.
Come on, and then I started playing, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
I know, I love that, and people, and I used to bother me when people would say, "Gosh, you're pretty good for a girl." I don't really mind that. I think a sincere heart is always appreciated, but I do find it odd in 2014 that some of the presumptions that are made are still there. But anyway.
Well, I think we're going to play one of your songs.
That'd be great. We heard from music.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to be where the boys are.
Okay. Yeah. I know you do.
Well, that's a good example of showing how a girl can rock. I think
that was actually. I mean, when the song first started, I was imagining, when the song first came out, when the Runaways were playing it for the first time, and they're all up on stage with doing their, super rock star power stances.
Exactly.
And like someone just walks in and they, I'm like, dude, this song is good. Yeah. Rock and roll.
No, I want to be where the girls are.
No, that's
Boys.
not-
Boys.
Yeah,
No,
there
Boys.
you
I
go.
want to be where the boys
Be
are.
where the boys are. You can be where the girls
I'm already
are.
where the
I mean,
girls are.
I'd rather.
Now,
Sorry.
we had. I'm not going to rat out who we talked about. Well, we had a conversation about some companies and some people and some situations where people want to reverse the hate, and the discrimination, and that is not what I want to do. Did you lose me?
No.
Okay. So that's not what I want to do. I don't want to propel women above the thing.
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
to say, look, just appreciate me for what I do. Humans, and but be respectful of who we are. We we have different
equality
traits.
means being equal, not being slightly higher or lower. So when you're like, I want equality, but yet I want to belittle you.
Like
That's
For instance, today being Father's Day, well, moms are not better than fathers.
No,
so
they have a Mother's Day.
They have a Mother's Day and a good. And I actually did a Facebook post today because I think anybody can be a father, but I think being a great dad is the challenge, and because fathers, that's a biological thing. But so it's just about being a good person. And I've been considered for endorsements with different companies, and some companies have said no based on gender.
Yeah.
And so I picked up a little known guitar company, PRS Guitars, is one of my
note,
endorsements.
I
Not-
have a PRS, so I am
PRS.
fully
Note,
jealous.
they are not little.
They're not little.
Not little at all.
not little.
And in fact, they're one of the most, I think, one of the most incredible guitars around. And then I also recently picked up another great manufacturer, Soldano amps. So I want to say both of those because the people that do that for the artists, and the reason I'm
Yeah.
plugging them, and yes, it's a shameless plug, but honestly, we need those things because the work isn't there anymore for music. We're in a kind of a transitional point where we're all kind of working together. That's why the co-op thing. So it's co-op as well with equipment, with shows. There's a big disparity. Sometimes I'll play with other acts, and these other acts are getting $10,000. I'm getting nothing.
Yeah.
It's like let's see, 10,000.
Sadly, it's
and
not.
nothing.
It's a lot of times it's not even about the music anymore. It's more about the image and everything else. Some people, some very few still care about the music, but a lot of times it's just the show and what it comes across as.
I was just in Las Vegas. I was just seeing some friends of mine, and these are all guys. They're all rock stars in their own right. They have a Rating the Rock Vault show, and so they're but there's a lot of big group of musicians out there. And everybody's getting together and they're just playing.
Yeah.
And you're gonna find amazing musicians in a little club down the street, like we were talking earlier, like at the Malibu Inn on Thursday night. There are some amazing guys that play down there. I mean, if you walk into that club, it's different than some of those mainstream ones on Sunset. You walk into some of those other clubs, the Baked Potato and places like that,
Yeah.
and even up in Seattle, and you can find just people that will blow you away that were playing 10,000 seat concerts.
Well,
But now
the
we're
show,
playing
like,
small shows.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the show that or last week's show with Starling Glow, the guitarist Shay. I actually saw her maybe 3 or 4 years ago at the House of Blues opening for she was in a band called KSM, and it was an all-girl rock band, and I saw her play, and I didn't know her at the time. Just was observing, and I left before the headliner.
Who was the headliner?
And, I'm not gonna say.
Who?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh, you gotta say now. Who?
Mitchell Musso.
Oh, nice. That was not bad.
I left because they were opening for him, and
like him.
we had friends, and about 2 years later, the band ended up breaking up, and we had a mutual friend, and I met Shay, and now she's my guitar teacher, and she is like a phenomenal guitarist. But I'm like, I saw her at the House of Blues like 3 years ago. That's so random.
Small
and now,
world.
yeah, it really is a small world, but you can find the greatest people in the most random places.
My favorite, like as we were talking about earlier, with bands that go massive and then play these really small venues.
Right.
My favorite like story of that is actually Green Day. Have you heard of Green Day's side project called Foxborough Hot Tubs?
Well, no, I haven't.
They
Say that
so
one.
it's the same guys. It's Green Day, all the same members, and they write their own Green Day-ish songs, but it's with Foxborough Hot Tubs, and they play really small clubs because no one knows who they are. But then they see like people walk in and be like, dude, Green Day's playing tonight. What?
Because
Gotcha.
what's different with this job that's different from any other job is we don't tell this to everybody, but we would do it for nothing.
Yeah.
And of course, people take
No,
advantage of that. Now, what
The
that
money's
means
nice,
is
but you
No,
would
we
do
wouldn't,
would.
though.
We would.
Yes.
But yeah,
We would.
all of
and,
us
and
would.
people because it's always about the art. Now, what's happens is marketing it just happens that gets taken advantage of sometimes, but I truly believe that the cream rises to the top of everything, and only the people that are persistent and that can really handle this business stick with it, because you just can't.
Oh, it's
Sometimes
hard. It's such a hard
it's
business.
tough. I still go through. I've probably had 4 epiphanies this week going, God, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Yeah.
And, okay, for a second, I'm like,
Yeah.
I got another, maybe just for another week, because
Yeah.
I got some great shows coming up. So, and then, or a fun new song or something will happen, and it's just, it's just a love of it that you can't get out of. So it doesn't matter if you're Aerosmith, you'll go play a club, you know?
I mean, as long as you're playing.
As long as you're playing.
And
That's
almost
really
you
all
get
I
more,
care about.
You get more out of it. I mean, I saw Aerosmith in Las Vegas play MGM,
Yeah.
like huge stadium, and could see him kind of moving on stage. But as an artist, I also feel like if you're doing those small shows and you're literally playing to 1,000 people, even less, you have this individual connection with the people in the front row that you can actually have instead of looking. I mean, looking at a sea of people is fantastic. There's no other feeling, but at the same time, you're not there.
Well, that's
You're
called
not connecting.
intimacy, and a really great performer can have intimacy with 10,000 people.
Yeah.
But when you can actually see faces, and anytime you're playing, you focus on some faces. And there's always a few people in the crowd that I grab that I just know they're just, they're just having so much, And then there's the one guy that's standing in the corner. I'm like, he's mine. I'm gonna make that guy have fun if I have to sweat.
Crossed arms, just.
Oh yeah, I will go out there because I usually play wireless. I will go out there,
Hey,
so.
I think you showed me the video of Haley Williams doing that. You know Haley Williams, right? Yeah. Okay, Haley Williams. Sorry, I don't know.
No,
I
it's okay.
Sorry for offending you if I did.
Me, yeah.
You do not offend me.
Yes. But Haley Williams, there's a part in every show that she does where she makes the entire audience stand up, right? And then she spotted 2 guys sitting down, right? And she stopped the whole show. She's like, guys, stand up, and they didn't stand up, and she literally walked to them in like this huge amphitheater to them, and she stood right in front of them and made them stand up, and everyone was like, come on guys, you suck,
going to
stand
stand
up.
up.
And
I'm
she's like,
not-
you're standing
I'm
up.
not sure. I do respect individual freedom, so I'm not sure if I would do that.
We have
But,
rights.
I do the same thing. If you're not standing at my show, you're not.
I just,
You're not
to me,
welcome.
I just kind of wonder, like, well, did somebody make you come here? Is this a bet? I mean,
Yeah.
Because I think, like I said, we were talking earlier, you're supposed to be entertained. I'm not trying to curb world hunger here. I'm trying to take you away for about an hour or so
And just have
have
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
And let the music sort of wash through you and enjoy an experience that you can hopefully go home and come back again, take home a CD and a T-shirt, 'cause that's probably how I'm going to make money.
Yep.
And then and do it again. So that's why I guess my show is surrounded about. It is it is about performance for me, and songwriting and everything else comes to it, But so I do have a few more songs. I think we've got.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, would you want to? I see you got your.
Do you want me to? I brought this.
Nice guitar.
I brought this box with me, and I'm gonna actually
Just a box.
just a box. I'm gonna do this fun song. This is actually a song from back in the '90s, and I tend to write songs like this.
Let me help you out real quick.
He's gonna come mic you as you continue to
Could
talk.
you? Yes. Can we? Stage crew. We're gonna do this old school. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
So this is kind of a cool tune. It's actually something that I'm doing that a friend of mine wrote. Oh, it's too late to it's too late to do that now. So anyway, this song is called "Love Myself Today."
All right.
Yeah. You left me like a broken doll in pieces as I took a fall for you. You dumb chump. You let me free falling like space junk, burning up in the atmosphere of life. Well, I sound like a philosopher, but I'm a fool who's off a rocker. I let you in my heart that one last time. I'm gonna get up, spit shine my soul. I'm gonna get up, and myself today, not like yesterday. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm gonna be okay. I love myself today, not like yesterday. Take another look at me now, 'cause it's your last look, your last look forever, yeah. Look at you, you all puffed up in your big red truck. Well, you're out of luck this time, fool, that's tough, 'cause I'm on fire, too hot to touch, with a room full of lovers on the line. I'm gonna get up, spit shine my soul. I'm gonna get up and out and whoa, yeah. I love myself today, not like yesterday. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm gonna get my way. I love myself today, not like yesterday. Take another look at me now, 'cause it's your last look forever, yeah. Yes, I'm gonna get up, spit shine my soul. I'm gonna get up and out and oh yeah. Looking in the mirror and I like what I see, 'cause I lost the fear and the torture. It's been eating at me, and being with you is like a hangman's noose. I was living my life in dead man's shoes. I'm gonna get out, spit shine my soul. I'm gonna get out and out and oh yeah. I love myself today, not like yesterday. I'm dead, you're gone, I'm gonna get my way. I love myself today, not like yesterday. Take another look at me now. I love myself today, not like yesterday. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm gonna get my way. I love myself today, not like yesterday. Take another look at me now, 'cause it's your last look, your last look forever. I love myself today, 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 I love myself today.
Woo! Wow.
That was great.
There we go. You know, I'm backing up because I'm going, I got such a big mouth. I need to say.
Sounded great though.
Thank you.
You just like so excited to do your thing. It's like
I
it
am-
was infectious how happy you were playing. It's like everyone in here had to smile at least once through it because it's just the positivity.
You know, I was talking to someone the other day, and I said, you know, I get so lost in the thing when I'm playing. I think my eyes roll back in my head.
Oh,
and
like a shark.
Seriously, it's like blood. But because it's a very powerful feeling on stage. And I don't mean powerful like I'm ruling the world. It's just a control of your instrument and the feeling of it.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard to explain.
I know.
And, you know,
believe me, we all know what you mean.
Yeah.
With that is.
Yeah, and
you're
guys,
on stage and they're there for you, and you know what you're doing. You know.
Right.
I mean, when we played the Troubadour, there's people actually singing our lyrics like, oh.
That was the
Right?
most powerful moment.
Yeah, mostly Garrett, but no. I mean, there's a few others, and you're just like, even those few people, those 4 or 5 people that are singing, you're like, oh, they know me, they know my stuff. This is weird. This is like, why would people actually know my songs? I'm not that good. And then you kind of get this moment of like, people actually
Yes, I
listen to
am
me. I'm
good.
somewhat okay.
The excitement of that is yes, it's good. You know, I've had people do that, but it amazes me that people get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And when you get what someone's trying to say, that's the best thing for an artist because like I did it. I conveyed
the message.
The message that was in my heart about this song to the person. I don't like it when people misconstrue. Like, you love yourself today. Oh, well, you like you. You like you. You know, I like me. You know, whatever.
But no, I think
You
the
know,
biggest
it's
compliment you
Stuart
can get
Smalley.
is when someone says, "I really connected," or like, especially when someone says, this song saved me. Like I was
Exactly.
or whatever.
That's
That is
the most powerful
biggest
one.
compliment.
Is I mean, I've not published a song, but someone had said that I saved their life, and I was like, my God. And I can't even imagine what it's like to have something that you
Every
created.
time I play, and I have to say this almost without fail, and maybe it's been a couple times, I've had mostly women, I will say that, but people in general, and I have a lot of male fans as well. And mostly women will come up and go, gosh, I feel so empowered by you. I feel so encouraged. I feel like, because, I'm not your age. Yeah. I've done this for a long time, and I've come back from raising kids to do it. And a lot of people think, well, can I really do that? Yeah, absolutely you can. Because
do whatever you want.
a passion really takes you into your deathbed as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So, when people say, well, making it in the music business, what's making it? Making it in the music business is not measured by money. It's not measured by Twitter fans, although it's close.
It's your impact on people.
It's your impact on people, and it's your satisfaction of the day. You have to live today like, hey, I'm playing what I want to play. The crowd appreciates it, whether it's 2 or 2,000 or 20,000. And, those competitions and the TV things, those are fine. I'm not going to diss them or anything, but that's not the music business.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not the creativity of an artist.
I feel like they do help if you literally live in that tiny little town somewhere that you can't go anywhere. But other than if you have the opportunity to go make music,
I
go
was just
make
in
music.
Las Vegas. I played slot machines at Vaughn's because that's as far as it goes for me. I won $6. I felt like a winner.
Nice.
Okay, I felt like
You're
a
a
winner.
winner.
And so I feel like those shows are kind of like that. You pull the crank, and so that's one way to get rich.
Yeah.
No question about it. But it's not the persistent way, and it's not the way that most people are going to be successful. And success is measured by what you've written, what you've conveyed, and the satisfaction that you have and your fans. So that's my soapbox about music. And so, because you can get really depressed about some things and influenced, wrongly by popularity and that kind of thing. So you will become David from Nirvana, that drummer man. That guy has given some serious.
Well, now he has a TV show coming out on HBO.
He honestly, Dave Grohl is my all-time idol.
Yeah. He's got some great insights on
I
music
get that
business.
a lot now, and I'm so happy about that. People tell me I look like Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
you
love
do
it.
actually. Yeah, you do. You keep your hair that way.
Dave.
Dave,
Let's hang
are you
out.
listening? Let's do
hang
it.
out.
But he's got a lot of good insight. Maybe not the only one. I've seen people disagree.
But
and
Sound
that sort of
City as a
thing.
movie, like that shows a lot about the business and how a lot of it, how it really happens. I mean, I feel a lot of it's just fluff, and that's what people see. But then that really set it straight and says this is what happens.
Just
and
keep your nose to the ground. You just play the best you can play.
Exactly.
And always play with people better than you.
Yeah.
That's my rule too.
Well, we want to
Easy.
thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming on. You were really insightful, and
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was great to have you on.
A great time with you guys. It
And
flew
I know
by.
you said you have some social media, right?
Oh, of course. I have RoniLeeGroup.com, and it's RONI. So RoniLeeGroup.com.
And then
slash
Lee is
Facebook.
Lee.
Lee is Leee, correct. Facebook, Twitter, the website, Reverb Nation. I think I have one of those floating around out there.
Nice.
Yes. I would say MySpace, but that would be a lie. I'm just joking with you.
MySpace is supposed to be
MySpace-
making a comeback. but
Supposed
it's
to.
Supposed
Actually,
to.
I probably do have one.
We did a
laying around.
promo for MySpace, and it hasn't aired yet.
That was
but,
cool.
But yeah,
Really?
they're trying to
Dude,
revamp MySpace.
that was like
just
a
for
year and a
musicians,
half
though.
ago.
Somebody bought it. Somebody kind
Justin
of famous.
Timberlake.
That's right.
Justin
I
Timberlake.
was going
It's
to
a-
say him, but I didn't want to be
If you
wrong.
actually go on MySpace.com, it's completely revamped. It looks completely different, and it's just for musicians and
Right.
Entertainers now. I think they also have like
Are we really plugging
comedians.
MySpace?
We are.
No, don't do that. Ronnie,
MySpace, you should really sponsor us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then we'll plug you.
We got RonnieLee.com. We got a
Ronnie Lee-
Facebook. We got
we
a
got a Facebook,
Twitter.
and a Twitter. We got a Twitter.
a Reverb Nation,
Reverb Nation.
and even a Snapchat.
We will have Snapchat after you show me how to work it.
And those shows that are coming up. You
The shows we
mentioned
have
one,
Malibu.
but Yep.
All of the shows are on my website, of
Okay.
course. But if you're in the LA area and you love the beach, and who doesn't love Malibu? Oh my gosh! Come out and see not only me but other
Yeah.
rockers, and it's gonna be a great night. I'm gonna go early for happy hour. I believe that starts at 5 o'clock. It is a restaurant. I don't know how old you have to be, but come on out and wear your big boy pants, and I think that you might have a
I'm a
chance.
big boy now.
You're a big. I'm a big boy now. And,
Dang it! In one jingle, I just got shut down.
I know. And I can't even believe it came to me because yes, no. You guys are adorable.
Well, thank you
Thank you very
so
much. Thank you for
much.
coming on. It was a lot of fun.
We're
That
gonna
was
go
great.
eat cake.
Yeah, cake.
I'm Lauren Dair Owens,
I'm Adam Lusk.
Cameron Hogan.
and this has been the Music Project.
And go check out my
I-
space.
Oh, you're not. You're Adam Lusk.
No, you have.